Hello everybody, this is Gertrude Pica-Wings, back with another driving video. It's the same day as usually, so I'm probably wearing the same hoodie. So you can probably tell it's the same day. I'm just getting off from work. I have a pretty big car backup, so it's just going to be me stopping for some of the time, and then it's going to pick up later on, as you can see in this video. Let me know if you want me to do like front point of view instead of it facing me. I mean, no offense on my face, I don't have them all, but just in case if you guys want, I can show you what's in front of me, and you could be able to see that. Let me know in the comments below if that's what you want to see instead. Let me know if that's what you want to see. I heard some of the people were commenting about the dangling thing. It's just my air freshener. See, it's so cool. But yeah, that's all that is. I mean, I just want to make these videos because my dad has to move to East Africa, and he pretty much gave me everything I knew from when I was growing up. And I mean, he tries to put people in ceramic bowls, but I think you're not supposed to do that. The laws in East Africa are the exact same as they are here. And they don't really change. So you just can't put here in silicone bowls. You can't feed people poached porcupine soup, okay? This is what I'm telling him, and I hope he listens. I mean, he's the manager of a huge restaurant chain all over your small cities in the U.S., and so I want him to take responsibility. I want to look after him too. It's him looking after me. I mean, has worked both ways for us, I mean, if I'm just I'm surprised he can even understand what I'm saying half of the time. Sound that by. Alright. We're at this light here. After I think we'll go, or maybe I'll stop again here, and then we'll have to get a move on. That's how it's gonna work. But it's like Son, people say it's like Sour Patch Kids. They're sour, sweet, and they're gone. I never left me. He didn't have to go to East Africa, but he's texting me every day, called every week. I mean, I have a good relationship with him. Last week, he figured out how you actually make regular porcupine soup, and it was because of my great grandmother. My great grandmother. He learned how to make porcupine soup because of my great grandmother, her recipe, and because of my great great grandmother. It was originally her recipe, and he used to cook it on every Halloween. That's where he got the soup from. Originally, he poached it because he insists a game show called Poacher's Paradise is shut down now. But that's where he went. That's where he went every time he wanted to learn how to do stuff. And that's many with all of his stuff. But he only implemented porcupine soup. Porcupine soup is his favorite thing. He faked me a few times. Obviously, I probably shouldn't be telling you, but he faked me a few times. And I mean, it was, I tell you it wasn't bad, but the one his great grandmother makes, it's a lot better. I feel like people will enjoy that more over in East Africa. So that's pretty much where he is right now. Let this car go. Let's see if that gives me the yellow or not. Oh, there's gonna be that. Okay. We have to wait here for a little bit longer. That's okay. Oh, that car straight up ran already. That car straight up ran already. That's really good. She's trying to send us, but right already. So let's see. Yeah. I'll just wait this light until it turns green. Go. And as long as it's actually blocked up, I might go over to that side. If it don't get blocked up, it might be okay. I don't know. Well, I'm not too indecisive usually. Usually I'm pretty good at choosing things. Especially when I wake up in the morning, if I choose to have eggs, or if I choose to have eggs, or to have spaghetti and meatball. I mean, I usually choose, even though right now I probably couldn't decide what I want to eat tomorrow, or if I were to make the decision this morning if I were to eat them, I wouldn't really know what to choose. But I mean, he's been around beer. I open the fridge, I'm like, oh, I have this one, or I have this one. They're both kind of different in a way, but in a way, they're kind of the same. Even though it's because, pasta and meatballs is usually for dinner purposes, but I could eat anything all day. I don't really have a picky. I can pretty much eat anything I want to. I can pretty much eat anything. I mean, I have my own house now. The house that I grew up in it was a nice orange one. It was a nice orange, dim light. I remember it was just him by himself. And then once he had me, he didn't give up his guest bedroom. I hope that person gets better at driving the etiquette. I hope they be more careful in the future. Could have easily just stopped there. That's all the truth now. Said no one hit me. If I wasn't gonna move here, they're gonna hit me. And that would have been good for either of our insurance companies. My suitcase flew over the other side. Well, if those papers are for it, it's fine, because I have a printer. I have a printer. I remember to copy your papers. I remember something about your email said papers are emails and copies. And I'm able to get them back. It doesn't matter if they're folded. I'm able to get more. I'm able to get more papers. I get more. That doesn't bother me. I'm just glad that no one was hurt. You would be very more careful when driving. I think I usually was too, but I don't know shit. So I was talking about the house that I live in. The house that my dad had, it was very orange, it was very, it wasn't spacey, it was like kind of claustrophobic, but it was also open because it had a lot of rooms in it. But no rooms for me. I didn't have a room. He just had a guest bedroom, but he didn't want to waste it. I thought it was people over. He actually ran out of the room a few times. Only when I was gonna get there, he did it. Only when I was in there, he only ran out of the room. But when he had me, he made something on the wall. I don't know what was on the wall before, maybe like a disco ball. I remember he said it was a real party color. That's how they came up with Jerlds. Jerlds big party there. I mean, it's after his name anyway. Yeah. I'm surprised you didn't call it Pica-Wings, so it's technically be mine. But anyway, he connected his thing onto the wall, and there was like strings, and it went down. Not that long. There were like two or three stories, but it only went to the second story. If there was a third story, then it would be up on the roof. Like the roof itself was his own story. That's all it was. And so he connected it all the way to the ceiling. It was a flat ceiling. It wasn't popcorn anything, so it didn't break. Or it didn't pop. I'm glad it didn't pop. If it popped, it would have been bad for me. My whole life. It wouldn't have been good. Definitely not good at all. But he put it up there. He picked up a string, and the strings went down over to like where the second story is. So it was pretty much in the middle of the air. And then he made like and it went all around, like four corners of like a frame, or like a hardwood thing. And then he put like a trampoline mat under it, and he like put it over, and so that hang onto the ropes, so that whatever was in it couldn't get out if it was like hanging 90 degrees over the edge of it, where it was really only nothing could fall off. It was more protected then. It was more protected. That's what it was. So what he put in the middle was the bed frame, and so that was my bed. He pretty much got like on the top of the second story. he put like a ladder up to the top, and every night, when I was down here, it was helping me get up there. And it was easy to get you down because the strings would actually they fall down like a bungee, and then I would be able to go down, and I would go down, and that's how I'd wake up. Or anytime anytime I cry as a baby, anytime I made a funny noise, if you always suspicion me making funny noises, because it's a pretty inaccessible place. To get here is easy because every time I don't know how you did it. Every time I don't know how you did it, but he always got it down. He always got me down. And over time, I started to realize like the sort of things he would do to keep me from falling. So he would keep me down every time, and every single that story, he would always do it. He was very caring guy. Even though he didn't give me a room, I think that was really cool because I wake up. Sometimes there's no windows really in the house. There's no windows. So it didn't really reflect all that much. It's just kind of, it was just kind of light. So, true sunlight came into the room. It was always the lights. It was all the orange lights. Not really from the ceiling, not really from the ceiling. It wasn't much of that. But there's a lot on the walls. So, when I had the lights turned on, he didn't mind to wake me up. Sometimes it was much Saturdays in which he did. When he would turn on all the lights, and then I would wake up on my own on probably like a Saturday or something. He had the CD on pretty low because he wanted me to get my rest in. The Fridays were usually pretty busy for me. I had a badminton practice on the Fridays, so they're pretty busy. So he let me sleep. And then when I woke up, it was so nice to see light as soon as I woke up. It was so nice to see everything. And it was just very nice. It was nice, very calm. He's either being at California, making scrambled eggs for both of us, or he'd be making, or for Halloween, he'd make porcupine soup. Like I said, if it was Halloween, he'd be making porcupine soup. If it was Christmas, he'd be making cookies for breakfast. My dad had a very, very strange appetite. A very strange appetite. He does. I wonder why he started a restaurant. I mean, he hired some of the worst employees, some of the degenerate employees to meal prep and to do everything in the kitchen. And I think I know the reason why he did it. The reason why is because he always makes the weirdest food. You go into the restaurant and you order your food and it comes exactly as it is on the menu. Instead of you read on the menu and the menu is so good, but your food looks so bad when you get it. Instead, the food looks bad on the menu, and then it's exactly the same as when you get the food. So in that case, it actually works. It works a lot because that's what you order, that's what you expect. I'm not saying the food is unedible. It's actually really good. That's something for me. I have a pretty big appetite. I don't exactly, this car going in front of me. I don't exactly have the biggest appetite for food most of the time. I'm pretty thin. I'm pretty thin. I don't know how to explain it, but I just get fat, and that's just all I really do. It's hard to explain. I don't stutter as much, but sometimes it's just hard to explain how exactly it works, how exactly I mean, how the activity. I think I'm as healthy as a goose. I'm as healthy as a goose who's loose on the goose, and my dad told me that actually. I think that's his motto sometimes. Not his restaurant though. He never says stuff like that at his restaurant. I don't know why people laugh when if you say it. I remember he's not a waiter. He's usually in his office. The other time comes out if something's on fire, or if a customer is getting in a fight with another, or they start having sex on a table. I mean, not rarely. That only ever happened once, but there was a time where he had to come out and talk to them directly. The waiters really act out, really. They don't really act out. He's kind of, you're just kind of there. I mean, they obviously take the orders, they don't take a lot. It's not like a very mean place. It's a very nice place. You should definitely give it a shot. You should definitely go to the restaurant. It's called Jerlds Diner. It's called Jerlds Diner. Me personally, I wish it was called Pica-Wings Diner, because that's my last name. That's my dad's last name, and my grandparents' last name, and my great grandparents' last name. It's all of our last names. So if that name is here, then I would technically be credited for it. But I'm still credited for it because I'm my dad's son. I'm Jerlds Son. So as Jerlds Diner, he has a kid. Oh, that's me. I'm his kid. I just got my car. I can drive you around. I can be the next designated driver for when you have a party and you want to get drunk as a duck and you need somebody to drive you home. That could be me. I just got my license. And I mean, you don't even mind my crash that I just got in, because that was not my fault. It was not my fault. They were turning. They didn't have the right way. My suitcase is all over the floor because of it. The papers are probably scratched. But papers, it wouldn't be a problem because I could just get my parents. I can get my boss to tell me. I get my boss to tell me about it. I can tell my boss. He doesn't mind. He doesn't understand what I'm saying half of the time. But honestly, I don't mind. I've had this job for about a year now, actually. A year, and I haven't had many issues. The issue of getting out and getting home to start doing my other things. I realize sometimes I read like that home. Sometimes I don't have enough time because it takes a while to get a lot. I mean, it didn't take that long to get a lot this time. Actually, yes it is. It took a while. It took a longer while to get out this time. It's different there. It took a longer time. But that's the house I lived in. That's the house I lived in all my life. And it was very orange. I had the bed that just kind of floated in mid-air, and it never fell. It never fell. I used to stay up there, and it got me down. And even though it actually seems pretty unsafe, it actually was safe. It actually was really safe. I really enjoyed my bed when I was in that house. I really enjoyed the bed. It was really nice bed. It was really comfortable. I mean, even though I didn't have a bed frame or I had a mattress and everything. But yeah, it's not. Okay, I'm home now, so I gotta go. Thanks for watching. I forgot to say, if you want, you can like, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you want to see more. So I will see you all in the next one. So, bye.